Hey folks, how y'all doing? I'm Pocan Joe, and as always, you're pretty cool for coming here. I have a huge haul of videos, like just stupid amounts. I don't know what I was thinking this week, but hey, you get to enjoy them. And also, tonight, Sunday night, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, come on over and see us over at Blaster to Stash It, where we're going to give our reviews of all these books. That's Sunday night, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Blaster to Stash It. Come on and check it out. So without further ado, let's get into this haul video and all this delicious goodness we got this week. It was a feeding frenzy out there. First, we're going to start with Ghost Rider. Bam! There's the two covers that I got. Yes, I went with a variant, and well, they're both variants, really. I really like the artwork in these. I've already read this story. Hey, this is a good story. It's a good wrap up to a great storyline that happened with a lot of possibility for the future. Can't wait to see Cosmic Ghost Rider in more stuff. That's going to be awesome, which is coming very, very soon. All right, next. Now, forgive me for I have sinned. I went a little crazy with the variants for the new X-Men coming out, but hey, it's X-Men. It's Uncanny X-Men at that. So you know it's going to be good, so I went a little overboard with it. There's your first variant right there, folks. It's pretty standard. This is the wraparound, or is this the wraparound cover? That's a good question. I don't think it is. Yes, this is the wraparound cover, gateway cover. All right, so this is a pretty cool variant, right? And then, of course, I had to get the black and white sketch because we know how much I love that stuff. That is a beautiful cover as well. There is some interesting stuff going on here as well. I'll pop it open for you so you can see the back there. And this is another one of those wraparounds where you got your characters kind of being funny. And then if we take it around to the back, we got Snowman. We got Beast trying to figure something out down there. That's just hilarious stuff. So yeah, I went ahead and picked that up. And then I found out something unique about these. That these were premium variants, 2 per store. So I went to a local LCS called Zeno's Books down in Chesapeake, Virginia. And bam, I was able to get another one. So I couldn't pass that up. Why not? And then he showed me this. And this is a premier variant. The way it was explained to me is a top 30 percentile of stores get 2 copies of this particular cover right here. So yeah, I went ahead and picked that up and made sure the word premier was on it, that he wasn't just being weird to me. But turns out it was true, and this is not, there's some value behind it. So we'll see what we'll do with that later. Well, we know what I'm going to do with it. I don't have to mention it, do I? Nah. Alright, next we got Infinity Warps. I went ahead and went with the Invisible Reed Richards character cover with Hot Rock down here at the bottom. That's Thing and Johnny Blaze. Or not Johnny Blaze. The Human Torch. Alright, and then I couldn't pass up these. This was an accident. I did not mean to get both of these, but I'm glad that I did. I don't mind having copies of comic books because it gives me things to do with them. Next, we got this sick Domino cover. This has Morbius in it. As you know, Morbius is going to be a thing here in the movies. So I guess to try to sneak him in, we'll eventually get where tons of comic books are going to have Morbius on it for no other reason than to have Morbius on it. Because that would be new. Right? Okay. Not a bad story there either. I don't know. It just seemed kind of slow to me. Next, I did not go crazy with Fantastic Four because I already spent a whole lot of money, but I did go with this particular variant right here. I really like it. I caught the pun in it. I think it's great. Definitely will be enjoying that. Next, Avengers 700. I went with the 700th variant, the one that literally says it on it, since the top number is nothing more than a 10. I went ahead and figured 700 had to be somewhere. I went ahead and picked up this particular variant. I really like it. It's really cool. You got everybody in their classic stances doing their thing. Next, Amazing Spider-Man. And we are at number 9 at this storyline here. This is Black Cat. We got Guilds of Thieves. We got people stealing stuff. This is going to be interesting reading. I can't wait to dive into that. Next, Vault of Spiders Part 2. I've been enjoying this Vault of Spiders and the Spider-Verse stuff. Especially this particular character right here should be very interesting here very, very soon, if not this issue. Next, Black Order. I don't know what happened. They sent me the wrong Black Order. So, yeah, I'm going to have to call them up and cuss somebody out. Looks like I got the regular Trice variant. dress variant. Oh, I actually wanted the one with Chloe B is Clade on the front, and they did not do that. So, yep, someone's going to get an earful. We're going to get that squared away. Next, Captain America. We're on issue number 5 here. I've been very much enjoying this storyline. This is what Captain America should all be about right here. This storyline right here. Definitely go pick that up. I can't wait to the conclusion of what I read last week. Next, we got, this is a prelude to the movie. This is this canon for Miss Marvel. Sometimes they put some cool little gem details in these things. Sometimes they don't. I figured why not. It was super cheap, so why not? Unfortunately, it is numbered as number 1. I hope they don't get ridiculous and try to pump out a bunch of canon for the movie. All right, next from the DC Universe. Boom. We got Mr. Miracle. I picked this up because a friend's recommendation. If you haven't read this yet, this is where comic books get deep. Basically, we deal with Mr. Miracle and the traumas of everything that he's done and how some things just don't let him go as he lives a mundane life. He does no superheroing in this story. It's just him dealing with things from the past, and a friend of mine made the argument that is probably the most realistic depiction of depression when it's a symptom versus a cause. I know that's super deep, but definitely check it out. You just can't let go of the past and what's going on in it. So I went ahead and picked it up and read it, and I have to be honest with you, I kind of agree with my friend. It was just a little too deep for me, but not a bad story. All right, next we went with Catwoman. Horrible story, but man, as long as they keep pushing out these covers, man, that is something cool. This is Catwoman number 5. That is just a beautiful. I think this is probably my favorite Catwoman cover thus far. That is just absolutely beautiful. I love when these artists doing this stuff. This is just great. Electric Warriors, boom, number 1. First come out of the Electric Warriors. We're going to see what this book's all about. I think this is going to be the big topic tonight on Blaster Stash It. Everybody seems to be getting kind of excited about it. I've heard mixed reviews. Who knows, an argument may break out. It's going to be awesome. Come into the chat room and just let go if you've read this book. All right, next, Hawkman. I think this has been the quiet series. You don't hear a whole lot of people talking about it, but this has been awesome. It's a little bit of Indiana Jones. It's a little bit of Hawkeye superheroism. It is, you got team-ups in it. This is everything you could want in a comic book, and it has been fun to read. Just absolutely fun. I can't wait to finish it. It's just been sick. Next, Plastic Man, another one that is your typical comic book story that I've been having fun with. Plastic Man is being the classic Plastic Man, where he's kind of shady, but he wants to do the right thing. Superheroing's not easy for him. It's a stretch, if you will. Did you see what I just did there? Did you catch it? Good. All right. So we're going to finish it up. This is the last issue in this one. This story arc as well. A lot of good story arcs ending this week. So that should be interesting. Next, we got Superman. I was going to drop this. We got Superman number 5. I was going to drop this. And then they came out with this really cool, kind of funny. You got the lightning hitting him. It's obvious. And then, he's like, there it is right there. He says, still tickles. So, a little humor there on the cover, but I like these black covers with the bright light in it. Not overly done. I thought this was a beautiful cover, so I went ahead and picked it up. And we will read it. We will see what happened. Next on my DC, Wonder Woman. Boom. Already read this story? Yeah? That's all I got. Alright, apparently Ares kind of wants to sort of be a good guy, but he doesn't know how. We're getting one of those stories. And Wonder Woman is there, and there's some monsters, mythological monsters, that are running around a war-torn country. I'm not really sure where they're going with this story. I haven't been following it up till now. I got it strictly for the cover, but I did read it. So, okay. Good job. Let's see, what else do we got here? We did that. Okay, here we go. For independent books this week. The Lone Ranger. This is going to be the deciding factor if I keep on with this. This is Lone Ranger number 2. Loving these covers. The artwork inside was really cool as well. We're going to see if this is going to be something I'm going to keep reading. which I don't mind. Let's see, Aliens. If you don't know already, because I don't know, this is your first time on YouTube, maybe? Alright, this is the original script for Aliens 3. It was made into a comic book. I look forward to that because the Aliens 3 movie was garbage. Hopefully they've cleaned it up, or bringing it back might make it better as a comic book. I'm hoping that's the case. Please don't make me waste my money on this. Let it be good. We're going to find out. Alright, next, Firefly. Only reason why I bought this is for nostalgic reasons. Watching Firefly, the show, was not a great thing to do. It wasn't something we ran home to go watch. It was just something that was usually on by the time we came inside. So, read this one already. It picked right up where the show left off, and I'll be honest with you, I think it makes a better comic book than it ever did a show. I know there are some Firefly fans out there that are just ready to lynch me up. But don't. Let me make my argument. I said it makes a better comic book. And it did. It was a good read. I can't wait to review it tonight with everybody else to see what their thoughts are. Next, I went with this variant cover for this Bitter Root. If you don't know, this takes place in the 1920s, which is kind of a cool deal. I'm kind of excited about that. I like a lot of the art stylings and the cars and stuff like that. So I have very high expectations on this. Please don't let me down. Let's take a look. And, of course, I went with this particular variant right here. It's a Virgin variant, and it's just beautiful. Next, I went with Bloodshot. No, this is not the only cover that I got because I don't buy blank variants. I have the Vietnam era Warren coming in of the Super Soldier Bloodshot himself. I just went with this particular one so I'd have something to read so I could review it tonight with everybody else. I also had gotten the preview of this at the Baltimore Comic Con, where they had a little booth there, where Valiant had a booth there, and you expected more, and you didn't get it. That's pretty much my theory on this one, but we'll see what happens. Next, Dr. Horrible. I know nothing of this comic book. It was a #1. I figured I would grab it. Somebody says it's not the first volume, it's just like a second or third or something like that. Apparently this has been around a while. I just never noticed it. So I look forward to reading this and learning about Dr. Horrible. Best friends forever, homeboy. Next, G.I. Joe. Boom. This was a straight cover buy right for me. That was just your classic G.I. Joe stance going on right there. I really like it. I was a huge G.I. Joe fan growing up as a child. Some would even say it was my deciding factor of why I ended up joining the military. Here's my sleeper for the week. Now, I've read this book, and I don't hear a whole lot of people talking about it. And it's The Terrible Elizabeth Dumb Against the Devils in Suits. All right, when I picked this up, I thought for sure this was going to turn into another one of those social justice warrior, hate men, and men hate everybody type scenarios. That was not the case, and thank God I was wrong. This was a great story. I really like this artwork that's inside of it. It's very colorful, very bright. We got some violent stuff going on. I hope this is not just a one-shot. I hope they bring it back. I did not like the odd size of the comic book. It's kind of big. Doesn't really fit in the sleeves very well, so we're going to have to figure out some way to protect that. But yeah, this was just a great story about a dad who signed off his son to the devil, and then he wants to renege on the deal and cough up the daughter, and we get a blues singer who had to pick a fork in the road, who sold his soul to the devil so he could play the guitar. Sound familiar? It should be. It's a classic story. We got all kinds of little hidden gems like that all through this book, and it was just a great read. I highly recommend this. Go buy it. Go buy it now. I very rarely will I tell you to go buy a book. It was a great book. Definitely flip through it and see how you liked it. So, that's all my comic books. Sorry I only had a few. Okay. So, what's going on up here in the future? C2E2's coming up. Looks like a lot of us are going to that. I am excited to meet everybody and be able to talk with them and walk around the con and try to pick up some deals. What else do we got going on? Oh, me and Spectacular Spider Grandpa. We're going to start an online auction site. Want to be part of it? We're going to have, I believe we're going to call it 11th Hour Collectibles, Comics and Collectibles. We're going to have an online platform through a company called Ramus. That should be very interesting, and we're going to kind of just put it out there. I don't really like the live auction stuff, but we want you to have a website we can go to, and in about 2 weeks or so, be able to make bids on comic books and collectibles that you want. I like that platform. I think that would be really cool. What do you think? Comment down below. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs down. Subscribe if you want to. Hey, thank you for coming by. I know your time, energies, and efforts can be best used someplace else, and I'm humbled that you came by today. Don't forget, Blaster or Stash It tonight, 10 p.m. That's Sunday night, 10 p.m. Blaster or Stash It, Eastern Standard Time. Come on and check us out. We got a live chat room with a lot of people talking it up. And who knows, maybe we'll talk more about this auction site and what kind of stuff you want to see on it. Or you just, again, comment down below. Guys, I got to get out of here. I still got a bunch of books to read. Love you. Bye.